G'day freedom lovers. On this weekend I'll be heading up to Apocalypso in Mariba, and this is a quick little promo to explain what's going on. I'm here with Rebecca, the organiser. How are you, Rebecca?
Hello everyone, how are you? I hope everyone can... Oh, cool. Well, I'm talking to the future audience of this video, as well as Mark, who I've had a really lovely chat to before, but I'm really looking forward to meeting you in person because, it's going to be a fun-filled weekend. Hopefully we'll have time to actually have a chat.
Yeah. Well, it's usually the way when you're putting on an event or something like that, you get so caught up that sometimes you don't get to enjoy it as much yourself. You're trying to help everybody else enjoy it.
We're trying to be as pre-organised as possible, and we do actually have a bit of a team, so hopefully it'll be smooth sailing and all the work will be done before everyone hits the gates at 4 o'clock on Friday.
So 4 o'clock Friday. Why would people want to come along? I mean, other than the fact that I'm going to be there presenting, that's one of the bonuses, but we have a range of other people coming along. Give us a little bit of a rundown of who's coming and what they do.
Yeah, well, we're pretty excited. It's a blended event, so we're going to make it that there's opportunities for the audience to all connect and be part of the discussion as well. But then it's also there are speakers on the stage. So we open the stage in the middle of the day on Saturday, and our two main stars from down south are Tom Barnett and Dave Armstrong from the Living Free movement. Now, a lot of people have probably heard of at least Tom Barnett, but Dave is his partner in the Living Free movement, which is a platform that's got amazing amounts of information on it, and it is a private member platform. And Dave is actually someone who's hiked and taken tours to the Kokoda track for many occasions. He's a real adventurer, but then he actually had a health crisis, and he's going to tell us all about how he got over the very serious stage 4 cancer using mainly natural means. So that will be, really interesting. Tom Barnett has so many things he can talk about that we're basically trying to dial him into the natural law kind of section. But really, I'm all about allowing these guys to speak about what comes to them, because they're changing and moving and always they're seeing what people need. You know, they've got a big audience, they've got a lot of people that they call in every week and to their live platform. So I actually want to kind of leave them the space to go with what flows. So we definitely are going to have Q&A with those guys as well. And then in the other speakers, we have Dale Holmes, who's another guy coming from down south. He does a lot of speaking about the middle way, so not being bought into polarity, the classic, what we've all been through in Australia in the last weekend, of the yes, no, black, white, it's Holden, it's Ford, it's all separation. It doesn't matter. It's about the middle way. So I'm really looking forward to what Dale has to offer. He's there for the whole weekend. So these are people who are actually there. They're not just getting up on stage and disappearing. They're sitting at the dinner table with you, and that's kind of the kind of event I want to run, is where the ideas of the audience are taken into account, and it's about actually building community. It's about building strength, building knowledge, building a go-to, a phone a friend, connections. So I think that's why people are excited about it. They're excited about an in-person event. They're sick of all these online podcasts, even though you're watching one right now, but I mean, there's the balance. There needs to be that balance. And then we've also got Melinda Norris, who's helping me run the event. She actually builds tiny homes. So she's going to speak about tiny homes and about, her journey of getting things licensed and all this other bullshit she's had to deal with to get to where she is. And then we've got the local permaculture experts of Blake and Tennille. They have written books on tropical food plants. They are incredibly knowledgeable about planning out permaculture gardens. And then we've got Michael Love, who is from the Day Gracia Association. So he is an expert on private member associations. And he's actually, I'm going to give him a plug for that. He has a side workshop that's running the weekend after in Cairns. It's very extensive. It goes for 4 hours. So he's going to give a little taste of what he knows. He can't possibly give his amount of information in a 20-minute talk, but it's basically we're covering multiple different areas. We're giving a taste of different information, but really it's kind of a follow-up with that person afterwards to get the detailed information. But then the property is actually a guy who's set up massive solar arrays. He's a real prepper, literal prepper. He's got this massive cold room. They've got a beautiful garden set up, and so they'll do a few selective tours of their setup. Just as a real, eye-opener for people who are thinking about setting up things. I actually got his ideas of where to buy a good solar battery from. So he's definitely on the ground doing it. So that's something I really like. And then I definitely want to give a bit of a plug to the musicians who we've got, which is Gumpy Phillips from Tinderbox, Katie Richards, and Paulie P. And these are all guys who were selected because they have played the Freedom Rallies. They have been consistent and they have managed to stay alive as touring musicians throughout this bullshit. But they have not lost their souls, you know what I mean? Like they haven't masked up and bought into the bullshit. So they are going to be also on a panel. I've got a little panel, which you are going to be on too, Mark, and it's podcasters versus musos. And I kind of want this idea of using your voice to affect change and to affect education. And I like the tangent of people are doing it through song and people are doing it through videos or interviews or whatever. So it's kind of that sounds interesting to me. So hopefully it is for the audience.
Wow, you might have to put me in the middle because I'm a muso as well.
I know. I hope you're bringing your guitar. You better be warming those fingers up.
I better go and buy some new guitar strings. I actually broke my guitar string the other day playing. So I am rusty as an old bucket at the moment. But I might have to do a little bit of practice over the next couple of days and try and not look like a complete hack when I turn up. But it's going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to this event. Obviously I will be covering it in some small way, but a 3-day event, that's way too much footage for me to edit. So boys and girls, people are out there listening, definitely jump on this one. How much was that ticket price? Was it $55, did you say?
That ship has sailed, unfortunately. That was our pre-sale price. Right. So it is $70 if you purchase online. And if you are a cash person, it'll be $80 on the gate. So we'd like people to bring the right change if they can. And then I do want to make sure I mention that we have a meal deal with our international chef who is coming from Tasmania, and I'm offering meals that cover you from Friday night, which I'm putting on that for everyone, free no matter what. It's chili, meat chili, veggie chili, and it's a bit of a knockback to my Mexican abode at the moment. And so that's going to be Friday night, but then Saturday morning we have breakfast, then lunch, then dinner, and then Sunday breakfast and lunch, and I'm offering that for $60 cash. So that will feed you for the weekend. I'm not, if you have any super specialized diet needs, then you might need to bring your own stuff. I'm not catering for everyone, but we definitely have vegans covered and meatitarians covered. So they're the other two main things. But yeah, look, it's 2 nights, 2 days worth of information. We have workshops, we have breath work, we have a guy doing breath work. I also have my friend Craig A. Hoy coming, and he is an amazing non-shaman. He wouldn't call himself a shaman. He's just an energetic being, and he's going to clear the space and really, and then we might have someone else helping to clear the space beforehand that you just told me about last night. So can you tell me about this individual? We haven't, is he locked in? I don't know.
He's still got to speak to the tribal elders, but we believe, I don't want to talk out of school and, say, hey, it's happening, because it's still in negotiation. It's someone I was just talking to last night. One of the people that I interviewed for the Indigenous Voice to Parliament video that's gone absolutely nuts at the moment. I think we're getting close to 30,000 views. Like the vote count is over and people are still watching this video. It's absolutely astounding.
Yes.
Thanks to everybody who's been supporting that video. It's just, wow. I've almost been brought to tears.
Gives me chills.
Even now I'm getting really emotional. It's really awesome.
And you deserve it. You have been out there bashing away, and you totally deserve it. And I'm really glad. This is what this event is about. It's about honouring people like you who are actually doing, and everyone else who's part of this. They're all doing their part, and that's what it takes. It takes everyone doing their part, and we can build a new world. It's about actually what is the world we want to see, how are we going to do it. Let's actually talk about how we're going to do it. That's the idea. But anyway,
to answer your question, we may have some Indigenous people from the region actually coming to give us a proper welcome, not like the one you'd see at a stadium, but a proper welcome. And that's something we'll have to sort of play by ear. We may not know until the day. These people are amazing, but they kind of operate on a different time frame to the rest of us sometimes.
So I've given Batty a time that they have to be there. I think we'll make it an hour earlier than that, and then we'll know, because otherwise my program is getting stuffed up. So the reason we're talking like this, though, for everyone, is this is how events are run. And I'm actually going to do a little bit of another, on the Sunday, we're doing a bit of a panel about how to run events and about how to actually build actual community events that work, that nobody's cut, but it is collaboration. It's about ideas sharing. It's about everyone doing their part. Like I said before, it's about, everyone's got something that they're really good at, and that's what events are great for. They're great for, you're the practical one, or you're the one who can actually write neatly enough for people to read, for the menu or whatever, which a lot of people can't. I need one of those, by the way. And you can film stuff, so
I can do lots of things. My biggest problem is, which one thing can I do, because I'm only one person and I'm limited by this temporal physical construct for which we reside.
Octopussy.
A couple extra arms and legs might help.
That's it, for sure. Look, I really hope everyone can make it, and I will, for anyone who definitely can't make it, not excuses, not, going to a searching through, the garage sales on the Saturday morning. If you really can't make it, we are going to record the speeches and we will have them for sale after the fact. But I would prefer people to try and get there, because it'll be so worth it. It's not necessarily happening next year. You can't just wait till next year. We don't know if it's going to happen next year. It's happening now.
Exactly.
This weekend, Friday night, gates open 4:00. It is past Mariba. The address is on the ticket. It is not Koa. It might come up as Koa because of Google Maps, but it is not on the Koa side of the river. It is past Mariba. And I'm making that really clear to everyone, because I'm not going to be answering phones going, you're lost. You're just going to have to work it out. This is the world we're building. We need people who can work it out, if you know what I mean. It's going to be very well signposted. I've actually got, just for a little aside, for anyone who is driving in, check out the ape on the core flute. It'll be one of the core flutes saying, this is the event, turn here, that sort of thing. And it's actually from one of my first festivals that I ran, called Kent's Adventure Film Festival. and it was one of my few ones that survived because they were such good posters. They all got stolen.
Oh, wow.
Before the event, of course, you know.
Wow. So
anyway,
so that's a little bit of history about, you know, you putting on events. You've been doing this for a long time too. So like, I'm pretty sure that the general public who are coming to this is going to get a good show, you know, because you've got the experience behind you to be able to do this. It's not like you woke up one day and decided, hey, I'm going to put it on an event. You know, you've been doing this for quite some time.
And I actually had my epiphany about waking up one day and wanting to put an event on in 2009. And I was actually standing in Townsville and I'd just broken up with my boyfriend and I just went, I've got to do this event. And it was the Extreme Sports Film Festival. But yeah, look, you learn something from every collaboration, every event. I'm really stoked that this year we've got 3 people who are putting their effort in. Ward, who is the property owner, is a wonderful human being for allowing us to use his property. By the way, for everyone, it is on the Barron River. It is swimming right on the river, safe, crop-free. There's actual various areas from the camping area that you can just go to the river. And anyone else who is coming, please try to leave your plastic packaging at home. Do not leave us with it. We don't want it. If you want to bring whatever you bring, take all your rubbish with you, and please no kids, dogs or glass. Thank you.
No worries. So I think that kind of wraps everything up. I hope everybody's going to be there. We're talking this week, coming weekend, the 20th of May, Apocalypso. The website is createmore.com.au. So that's createmore.com.au. And
of
course, I will have a link to that in the description. If you're one of those people who just, oh my God, what did she just say? Just look in the description, click that link and follow along and you will find the event, people. I look forward to seeing you there. I can't wait to meet you in person, Rebecca. Like, it's wonderful to do these things over chat and whatnot and, you know, actually see your face. But, you know, as you know, being a spiritual person yourself, when you're actually connecting with people, that's when, you know, the real magic happens. And, you know, again, you know, you might be able to log in and, you know, watch some of the talks and stuff later, but to actually be there and, you know, here we are. This is the first time we're doing this sort of thing. You know, you get to be there, number one, the first time. You know, maybe next year it'll be 10 times bigger. It'll be a completely different thing. You'll be thinking, wow, that first one, though, that was so intimate. It was really cool. You know, it's like you got to see AC/DC the first time they played, sort of thing. You know, like, yeah, to me, that's the reason to be there. You know, I'm stoked to be coming along and being a part of this amazing journey. And even with the things we do film, there's going to be so much stuff that happens that will not be captured. That's the stuff that, you know, you can only physically see. So I totally encourage people to come along to this event.
That's it. And it's all about coming and sharing meals together and talking over those, over those meals. We're going to have a lot of connectivity activities and let's build the new world together.
Can't wait.
Excellent.
All right. Thank you very much, Rebecca.
Thanks, Mark.
Not a problem. Like I said, people, links in the description. Thank you very much for watching and supporting the channel. And yeah, together we can make a better world.
Yes, we can. Over and out.